Dedication determines destiny. Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome to Brian J. Pombo Live. We come here every day from Grants Pass, Oregon. And today we're going to get a little philosophical on you. And I wanted to bring up a quote that I overheard in an audio I was listening to. And it was by a gentleman named Billue. I'm not sure if you've heard of this guy before. I'm trying to get this to where you can actually see it there. Billue. He was a sales trainer. He died back in 2015. Was a sales trainer through the 70s, 80s, 90s, I believe, were his prime time. And I heard about Stan from a couple different sources, but the one where I got his an audio series that he had put together. It was originally a video series, I believe, but I was listening to the audio series from his sales training. And this was from hardtofindseminars.com. If you haven't been there, go and check it out. I'm going to talk about Michael Senoff, who came up with hardtofindseminars.com. He's a really interesting guy, has a really great business model, and something that you can definitely take something from when we're talking about content marketing and information marketing. So we'll talk about that another time. But I want to get back to Stan Billue's point about determination and destiny. And he brought this up, saying that if you're determined, you're creating, in a sense, your own destiny. And I think that's true to an extent, but I kind of think of it a little bit in reverse. And there was another quote, and I wish I had the author's name. I know which book it came out of, but I don't have the book in my hands right now. So there was a book I read, and I believe he was quoting someone else. And in it, he said that desire reveals destiny. And I tend to agree with that. And I think determination is a sign of desire. I think that when you see someone that's determined, when someone's really showing the results of determination, if it's showing up in what they're doing, if they're truly determined all the way, then that's a sign of true desire. And I think desire reveals destiny as opposed to the other way around. I don't think that you can create your own destiny, but I do think that you can reveal your own destiny through your actions. And I've seen this over and over again, both in my personal life and in others. Oftentimes when I'm working with somebody new, when I'm working on training somebody new, I look for certain qualities. And one of the qualities I look for is a very strong desire to create something bigger and to create something better for themselves. And I see that occur in their determination. And the level of determination really shows you the level of desire. And the more determined a person is, the more they've got that burn, they've got that desire, they've got a drive to actually do something more. And when I see that, I see a person that's destined to build something big, to make something big, to become something big, or what have you. They're going places, there's something happening, but it's something behind them that I don't want to get deep into any concepts of predestination or anything like that, but I do believe in a sense of destiny. And I think that there's no way that you know whether people have it or not, but there are signs of whether they're destined to go in a specific direction or not at a specific time. And so if I bring on a new client and that client doesn't stick with it and they don't stay determined to our pre-organized goals and our plan, our action plan, I know they're not determined. I know they're not really moving forward. And that's a person that they're destined in a different direction. They're not necessarily destined in the direction that we had set up for them, or at least not at this particular time. And I've learned just to say, hey, no big deal. And we pull back and we walk away from those situations. And I suggest doing the same thing. Instead of trying to control the situations that are going through people's heads and whether they're determined or not, you're not going to be able to make a person determined. They either are ready to be determined or they're not. And that maybe they're not today, but they will be tomorrow. That's neither here nor there. Or maybe they were yesterday and they're not today. But you've got to see that it's that there's something in play behind everything. And you could call it psychology. You could call it a spiritual destiny. You can call it anything you want. But there's something behind the scenes going on in people's minds, in people's souls, what have you, that determine whether they're going to move forward with something or not, whether they're going to stick it out and really have the grit necessary to be able to move forward. Recognize that in people and see what you can do to be able to work with the people that are willing to work, that have the determination to work with you, and let the others go. And whether that's customers or whether it's partners or whether it's clients, you've got to be able to see that in other people as best as you can and not take it personal. Everyone's got their own deal going on. So I know this is kind of all over the place today. Hopefully it made sense to you. If it does, go to brianjpombo.com. Check out some of my other videos and or audio. You can listen to these also. If you happen to be listening to it via podcast, you could also listen to them there. And it's over in the media section of brianjpombo.com. If you'd like to be able to talk with me about how these concepts apply to your business, go to brianjpombo.com and click on I want to grow my business. And also, if you are in the self-reliance field, go to dreambizchat.com. Dreambizchat.com is a dream business transformation specifically available to people in the self-reliance field, meaning if you're a decision maker at your company and you make products and services that help people to become more self-reliant, I'd love to talk with you. dreambizchat.com. Go and check out the video there. See if it applies to you. See if you qualify and fill out the application if so. So, hopefully that was helpful tonight. Tomorrow we'll talk about something else. Maybe I'll touch on Michael Senoff tomorrow, or maybe we'll leave it for another time. But we're back here every day. Come on back to the same location and we'll chat again. Have a great one. Get out there and let the magic happen.